Hi friends, I hope you are excellently well. If you are looking for a play-to-earn game, please stick with me until the end of this video. But first, I have to remind you that this is not a financial advice, so everyone is responsible of how to invest their money. Today, I will tell you about Etherland, which is a click-to-earn NFT game implemented over the Binance Smart Chain. I must say that I am fascinated with this project, mainly because it has proven to be genuine, not a scam like many these days, and secondly because of its innovative approach to economic and gameplay. And in fact, I have loaded almost 30 videos to my channel talking about different parts of this project like tips, gameplays, strategies and much more. But all this material is in Spanish and I am very excited because this collaboration allows me to make my first English video to share my experience with this community. So I want to thank you guys for all your support. Etherland is online since December 30th. I will let you the landing page link in the description of this video. The token of this game is Ether, and by clicking on this button you can buy it through ApeSwap, where they are also listed, which is very important. They are also listed in playtoearn.net as a mining strategy game. This game will have 3 phases, but now they're working in the phase 1. They have a total supply of 3 million tokens. They have also a visible team and you can check out their profiles and link it, and they all show themselves in honest very times. A very important thing you will find in the landing page is the link to the white paper. Here you can change the language to English and there is the description of all the project, and it's very important you to read it. Please keep in mind that in the first paragraph Dev announced that the ideal is to follow the white paper to the letter, but they can make some changes if they detect some mistake or some strategy that needs to be corrected to preserve the economy. Right now we are playing phase 1, where we are an investigator and our mission is to collect shards of different varieties of Ether. To perform that activity we need to conduct expedition into the deposit, and to do that we need some compasses, peaks and maps. Deposits are a strategic location that have been discovered by us, the investigators, and those are the first NFT we need to play this game. We can get it by 2 ways. The first is to buy a deposit box, which brings us the probability of get a common deposit, an uncommon deposit, a rare deposit or an epic deposit. The second way is to buy them directly in the marketplace of the game. On those deposits, we can perform our expeditions. The number of expeditions depends on deposit levels, and every 20 levels a new slot opens and you can perform a new expedition. So you can make up to 5 expeditions where your deposit is over level 80. But if your deposit is epic, legend or mystic, you can perform extra expeditions when you rise to level 80. Each expedition needs some materials, and the first you will need before start a new expedition is a map. That map could be temporary or permanent. During the expedition you will need to put some compasses to not get lost, because in that case you will lose your time, your map and your reward. The quantity of compass depends on the rarity of the expedition. There's also the probability to clear up to 2 months of Earth by each expedition, so you will need a Pikachu to remove them because they stop the time of the expeditions. In short, to make a new expedition it's necessary to have a map of the same rarity, a certain number of compasses depending on the rarity, and at least 2 Pikachu to use them if necessary. And this map could be temporal, which will be destroyed after expedition, or you also can craft permanent maps by routing a certain number of temporals depending on the rarity. Remember that it's only allowed 1 expedition by map, but permanents can be recycled. In this point, please let me remind you that it's your responsibility to read the white paper, as I'm only doing a review in this video so that I can show you the game itself. Once we start an expedition, which is our main task, we will be able to collect either fragments of the same priority of the expedition, and each priority takes its own time to finish. To short, I can tell you that common expedition lasts 1 day and needs 1 compass to finish. Uncommon expedition lasts 2 days and take 4 compasses, 2 daily. Rare expedition needs 3 days and 3 compasses daily. Epic expedition needs 4 days and 16 compasses, 4 daily. Legendary expedition needs 5 days, 5 compasses daily. Mythic expedition needs 7 days and 6 compasses daily. And unknown expedition needs 10 days and 7 compasses daily. When higher rarity, less probability of appear on month of Earth. When the expedition ends, you will be able to collect the Aether fragments, and the quantity will be regulated by an oracle. One thing I love of this project is that in phase 1 we need to transform these Aether fragments into frags, and frags is the internal coin used to pay everything into the game. But in phase 2 we will need the Aether fragment to breed draggers. Draggers are some kind of creatures that we're gonna use in PvP, and this phase 2 is already being developed. There is a conversion rate between Aether fragments and frags. It depends on the rarity of the expeditions. That means that when higher rarity, we can get a higher quantity of frags. The good news is that we can upgrade the rarity of our deposit just by paying a little amount of frag. So let's talk a little bit about numbers. A deposit chest has a cost of $3 approximately, and you can find in the marketplace common deposit by less than that. If you start with a common deposit, you will need a common map which has a cost of $1, and you will also need 1 compass and at least 2 pickers. Remember, when you start, your deposit is in level 1, so you only have 1 expedition, and you will need the reward of this expedition to buy a new map, a new compass, and if you need, a new picker. When you reach level 20, you will be able to make 2 expeditions simultaneously, so you will need another map, another compass, and more pickers, and this reward will be not enough. That's why my recommendation is to start with the necessary to cover at least 2 or 3 expeditions. Take in mind that the profit is not linear until you open 5 slots. I have an approx in day 9, and your reward can also be affected by the path you choose to claim when the expedition ends. So there's a path that gives you the standard reward, another gives you a random reward, another gives you a worship reward, and that affects the ROI. Good news is that if you decide, you can guarantee the standard path by buying a potion in the marketplace of the game. Finally, I have to say that both deposit and permanent maps, which are also NFT, have a wear and need to be repaired frequently, which implies a cost that you have to pay in frags. So let's see the practice. How to get in. First, you will need to have MetaMask and to buy Ether in ApeSwap. Liquidity Pool is in BNB. Once you get Ether, you have to get into the game, here, play now, and register yourself. Remember, don't use any space in your nick and use a strong password. When you are already registered, you can log in any browser by using your email and password, or in the browser when you have your MetaMask by using your MetaMask. After you log in the first time, you have to go to Profile and link your wallet. And you will be able to change your Ether by frags. That has a rate of 1 Ether by 1000 frags. Using your frags, you can go to the market and you can choose if you want to mint a deposit chest with these probabilities or if you want to go to the marketplace and buy what you want to buy. Remember, the deposit check has a cost of $30 and the cost, let's say, is regulated by the order. Once you have your deposit, you can go to the expedition and here you will find your deposit. In this moment I have 2 common deposits, 2 rare deposits and 3 uncommon deposits, and tomorrow I'm gonna upgrade this deposit to epic. Okay, this is the capacity of each deposit. That's all the slot, the number of expeditions I can make and the number of expeditions that I'm executing right now. This is the level of the deposit. That's the word. It means that I will need to repair each deposit. I also have some permanent maps. So let's see how to claim an expedition. Right now I am going to show you how to claim a common expedition by choosing a path and taking a portion. One of these paths guarantee the standard reward, another one give me a best reward, and another one give me a worst reward. I don't know which is which, so I'm gonna take this. See, I get this reward, which was the worst. If I don't wanna take that freeze, I can just take a potion, and with this potion I will have the standard reward always. That means that I have to buy the potion, so I'm gonna need frags to pay. Remember that we have to use this established potion with their own rarity, with the own expedition rarity. What else could we buy here? We can buy maps, we can buy compass, and we can buy pickers. So let's claim the rest of the common expedition hub. I'm gonna use the establishing potion, and by doing this I'm collecting either fragments. Those are either fragments, and I will have to change those either fragments by frags. Now I have frags to buy maps. I already have some permanent maps, but I can buy temporary maps. You see? I also can buy compasses and pickers. Once I get maps, I can start a new expedition. You see? Notice that you need the map first and the compass later. That's what you need to start an expedition. And here are my common expedition that will end in one day. And I have to put the compass before this time ends. It could happen that during the expedition appears a amount of earth like this, and that stop the clock. So I need a picker to remove them. You see? And that's it. If I want to see my inventory, I have to go there, and here and there are my NFT. Those are my deposits. Those are my permanent maps. I can buy it, I can sell them, and here I can make another permanent maps. Well, my friends, that's all for now. I hope you like this video. Please give me a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comment box if you want another video explaining more strategies and more tips. See you next time. Bye bye.